Oops, let's do the. Yeah, wait, no. We're working. We're working. All right. Now all I have to do is figure out how to see chat from both YouTube and Twitch. Because that I don't know how to do. Hmm. It seems. Oh, dang it! Dang it! I know what's happening. Okay. We're working on it here. We're getting this set up. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I think we're gonna have to break out the laptop here because I don't know how else. They recommend I stream at a bit rate of 6,800 kilobytes. I mean, I get it, but that seems excessive. Like, there's no reason it needs to be that high. Anyway, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Alright. Rearrange here because I'm gonna need the laptop. Because I'm gonna need to. Until I find a better way to do this, I'm gonna need it to do. To look at chat for both things. All right, let's do this. Oh my gosh, it's giving me ads on my own channel. What in the world? But let's. Does YouTube have the equivalent of like Stream Manager? Is that a thing? View my channel. Okay, all right. It's got a lot. Oh, all right. And I'm speaking to myself. Okay, cool. All right, so at the very least here, we do have. It does look like. Let's see if. All right, cool. We are good here. Apparently, you can't do like a stream title on YouTube. Like I didn't know that was a thing. Um, So, all right, but I think we're. Oh, hey, Teabagger. You have a spare? Oh, the rugged laptops. Yeah. So this is not how I hope that we do this long term, because it's the first time I'm doing YouTube and Twitch, and I'm not that I really need gloves, but I already put my gloves on because I'm gonna be dealing with like breaks today, and I hate brake dust, and so if I can keep it from getting in my hands and cracking my skin and stuff like that, I will. But yeah, I was not prepared to. I was like, I don't know how to look at both chats at the same time, so I'm breaking out the laptop, and I've just got two windows up. It's apparently how I'm gonna do it, and we'll see how it works. So, but how are you doing today? Wait, what? I'm getting messages now. Oh, okay, I thought it was someone just texted me and said, I'm not sure if that's how that works. I'm like, oh, okay, please educate me. And they're like, text me about something completely different. That's fine. Anywho, better now work is over. I feel that so much. Not to get like drawn too much into a work conversation here, but my coworker, my direct report, and I have come up with a plan to put forth the minimal effort and get the maximum result as far as training goes. And yeah, it's dumb, but effectively what we're going to do is we're going to use the new hire, and we're going to do everything live and record it, and any questions they have, things like that, we're going to record all of it, and that's going to become, we're just going to use that for the training. We're going to chop that up, and it's going to become the training. So we because we're tired of just everything changing or not working like it's supposed to and stuff like that, so we're just like, yeah, we're just going to do it live and see what happens. I'm tying my shoe, everyone, so that I don't trip when I get out there. So, all right. Oh, I probably need to keep one of these playing so that my laptop doesn't go to sleep. All right. I'm wearing my taco socks. No free feet, but taco socks. All right. So, also, if you're watching on YouTube, I know I've got it set up so it's dual streaming like in normal like landscape, as well as like the shorts, like vertically on shorts. And I don't know how to like set the arrange the short, like the vertical one. I don't know how to center that on screen, so apologies in advance. But all right. Oh, now I don't have enough hands because I've got tea, I've got camera, and I've got laptop. Let's see if we can make this all work without spilling hot tea on myself, without dropping any electronics. All right, heading out to the shop. All right. Today we are working on the C300. Don't drop us. I didn't. That's why I walked very slowly. Working on the C300. The CV axle. One of the CV axles needs to be replaced. I'm gonna put y'all here for the time being. Because you won't, I mean, until I get the wheels off, things like that, I will be in the way, anything. But yeah, so CV axle is not doing the greatest. The boot has broken on it. It theoretically, does it still have some life in it? Yes, absolutely. Is it effectively a ticking time bomb at this point? Also, kinda, yeah. I know a lot of people would fuss and say, like, until it starts clicking and things like that, you know, you don't need to replace it. And, you know, that is kind of true. Like, I would be that, why are you, no, why are you trying to go to sleep? There's a video playing. Video playing. Yeah, it is Rayward's car. Definitely not mine. So, yeah, so the thing is, like, you can absolutely wait a bit to replace sleevey axles until they start, like, clicking and making noises and things like that. The problem with that, man, we got frame rails way up there under this car. The problem with waiting until that long is that virtually no one keeps axles in stock. So you're not going to be able to go, if it starts clicking, you're not going to be able to just be like, I'm going to run down to the part store, get the part, and replace it tomorrow, or whatever. You're going to order the part. Like, that's the deal. And so, it may take a while for that part to come in. Like this one, when I ordered it, did take about 7 business days, so it went over the weekend. So it was about like 10 days from the time I ordered it to the time I got in. And if it's a daily driver, you probably are not going to want to, you know, have an axle clicking that whole time. Because, again, at that point, absolutely a time bomb. And we'll let go at the most inopportune times for sure. Okay, let's get some wheels off. Or wheel, in this case. Also, this poor car needs new tires very soon. I'm sure y'all can't tell from here because these wear indicators are small, but we are right at the wear indicator on this side, and on the far side, as I say, that does not look right. On the far side, we are past the wear indicator. So, whoops. So yeah, all 4 tires, next chance I get, are gonna be replaced. Really should, oh god darn it. Laptop, why are you not recognizing that there's a video playing? How do I... Because if I like full screen it, it's not going to, I'm not going to be able to see chat. Huh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to resolve this. I'm just really going to have to keep an eye on, it. So, alright. But, alright. Now, another thing, oh, okay. This rotor still got plenty of life in it. That side pad, fine. Ooh. Do I have a light out here? I think all my lights are inside right now. Um, so we're going to use the old cell phone. Yep, backside. Both sides of the pad look good. Dang, I really need to go get a light, don't I? Yeah. No, we might be all right. All right, because the way this works, I've taken this axle off before for other reasons. This is a all-wheel drive vehicle, so it has a transfer case in the front. The way that it works, there's an intermediate shaft that goes through the oil pan. So the transfer case is on the right side of the engine. A shaft goes from the transfer case through the oil pan to a CV axle on this side. And I've replaced the front thing I just said, transfer case before. And so to do that, you have to pull this axle out, pull the far side, pull the intermediate shaft out, and do all that sort of stuff. So I've done this before, and basically you end up taking all the linkages apart and pulling this kind of away and then hammering it out. So not a real graceful process, but it's not super difficult if I remember right. Actually, hang on. Yeah, that CV boot is leaking. It's not terrible, but I'm pretty confident this is the. Hang on a sec. Huh. Okay. Well, we may have a different problem than I thought we did. All right. Well, we're gonna take a look at several things here. God darn it, laptop! Why do you hate me? Right. Of course, laptop was a bad idea. I hate this laptop. How do I have no idea how to convince this thing that there's a video playing. So I guess I'm gonna just play. I'm gonna have like a video playing in every corner of this stupid thing to try and convince it that there's actually a video playing. I don't understand that, but whatever. Okay. Anywho, we're gonna pull that axle regardless, but it's looking strange, and I know why. I had some work done on the car. Actually, I'm gonna know real fast if what I think is happening is actually happening. I had some work done on the car before, and I don't think that they replaced this axle, but it's very possible that they did. I don't remember authorizing that, but it was a very weird time in my life, so it's very possible I did. But regardless, even if they did replace it, the boot is still leaking anyway, so Yep. All right. And yeah, I'm gonna need a. By the way, Mercedes loves their star drives, their Torx drives, whatever you want to call them. External Torx is what I think the technical name for these are. But yeah, Mercedes absolutely loves these things. Okay, that is super micro encapsulated. Huh. This is not my work. I'm confident of that. Because one, I don't hardly ever have blue Loctite. I have red. Okay. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure where that came from. But oh. Hey. That released super easy though. I don't know if y'all saw that, but the axle effectively just popped out. So okay, there's no way the other side just comes out. Yep, that's okay. Okay. Dang it, this is where I'm gonna have to go get a light. Y'all stay right there. I'll be right back. Because I'm gonna have to get under there and basically hammer the axle out. Excuse me. Alright. Actually, let me check in my office and see if I have one. But I'll probably have to run. Yeah, I'm running inside real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, is there a dog in here with me? Oh, there is a dog in here with me. Hey, Dozy. How you doing? Yeah, now you're trapped behind all the random tools. Do you want back out? Here, let me open the door for you so you can leave if you want to. Alright. So I'm going to take y'all under the car with me. For those of you in chat, I will not be able to see chat. Oh, and I should have got this higher in the air. And Raywin got home. Okay, this is... I did not install this axle. This is an axle that was installed by someone else. I can tell because this axle's never been removed. Got installed and then was never removed. Ugh, why is it not that old of an axle? Ugh. But so, to show y'all what my concern is here, and we're gonna go ahead and replace this axle, but this part, this grease right here that's coming out, that should not be escaping from this boot. All right, so this was never sealed fully, which is unfortunate. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and replace this axle. I'm gonna keep this other axle just in case, because it's still fine. So if the, you know, if a year down the road the new axle decides to give up the ghost, I will have one lying around that I can use, but we're not gonna depend on it in the short term. And I'm gonna talk to the guys that did this work and see what we can do. See if this is still under warranty, anything like that. I highly doubt it is, because nothing is ever under warranty when it breaks. Whoops. All right, I did not think about this part, because I'm going to be real awkward trying to get to this. Am I? Actually, nope. I'm not moving that at all. But there should be give in that. So feels like, feels like anti-seize was put on one end of the shaft and not the other. And so now this is going to be a real joy to get out. Oh, what is leaking oil? We've got oil kind of around the top of the starter. That's going to need to be investigated. But that sounds like a problem for future Matt. That's what I think. I need a longer drift. And actually, we're going to go ahead and raise the car up a bit. And by a bit, I mean like as much as we reasonably can. Alright. That's still not gonna be great. But that will be way better. Alright. Now do it. Yep. With a longer punch. Let's try this again. A longer punch and a fair bit more room. Oh wait, no, that is not longer. Oh wow, that would be like a centimeter longer. All right. Yep. Okay. We're going to connect a couple of old extensions together and use those as a drift because, you know, old, cheap tools 100% come in handy sometimes. Oh, hey, and there you go. That's all it took. All right. And now we just wrestle with it and finagle it out. I really want to do this without taking the wheel rotor off. Don't think that's going to be possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it loose from the shock tower and just lean it over. Hopefully that gives us enough clearance. Oh my God, iPhone. I cleared those notifications like hours ago. Okay. So, is this the same size? Absolutely not. There we go. What size wrench do I need? 17? Ooh, nope. 18? Oh, no. Do I have 19 over here? No, I do not. Hey, no worries. Oh, wait. Alright, the light shined in my eyes, and so like a 21. Because I don't, so that light, I really like it, because it's like magnetic and everything, but at the same time, it defaults to turning on at the highest power. So if you happen to be looking in its general direction when that happens, it blinds you. No, come back here. Now, if I remember right, because again, it's been a minute since I have taken this apart, it isn't terrible to get this back together, to get it all lined up. It helps if you have like a long screwdriver or a drift or something to help you line it up, but it's not the worst thing in the world when it comes to getting it back together. Oh, you know what? Loosening it may be all we need. So you can see, I don't know if y'all can tell or if y'all saw that if I was blocking it. But yeah, you can see how we can kick it out now. And that yep, that gives us what we need to get that out. Now, cannot find a brand to manufacture or anything on here. Because this is not old enough that it really should be. Oh, okay, I don't know how y'all can hear that, but that you can hear it's just coming around that seal like real easy. Oh wait, or is it? Oh, this one is hollow. Interesting. Okay, so this one can be re-greased from the hub end. Yeah, it sounds. So it doesn't sound like we have really worn the metal too much in there, but I can absolutely hear the like there's like a little bit of grit in there, which does not surprise me because I'm sure if oil can come out or grease can come out, some particles have gone in. So, but WONH, not familiar with that brand, but what it looks like to me is that, and we'll compare for the new one. Yeah, okay, so these are the exact same style of manufacture, like with the clip rings and everything. So genuine Mercedes ones have basically like the crimp, like I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Basically, instead of having like these barbs where you hook it over, there's a special tool that you put on there and it will actually pinch and make a like bubble. I don't know how else to say it, but like there's a pinch in there. So these are exactly the same. Like this is the same as the old ones, or the one that just came off there, but this one has an intact seat. So, and as I say that, I may be lying. Well, there's definitely grease around the edge of this. I can't tell if that's from the fill. Man, I have a feeling this one's going to be no better than what we just took off of there. And that's unfortunately just the nature of parts at this point. Like quality control is just not a thing that really happens anymore. And that is super frustrating. Because these are not cheap parts, right? This is not just like, oh, it's like a $20 part or anything like that. And so, but yeah, we're gonna swap them out. I'm gonna put the new one on there. We'll keep this one in reserve so that when this one starts leaking or the boot breaks or whatever,
This one does feel a lot better. Sounds better. I know this one's warm, so it's gonna move a little bit different, but yeah, I'm gonna swap those out just because like that grease leaking there, just more concerning to me than it, like, I'm not going broke trying to fix this, but our wheel seals look great. Right? We're not leaking any oil out of there, which is what I was afraid of when I first saw that. So let's get this prepped to go back on there. Move my grease gun. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Right. We're just gonna get a little grease to put on the splines. Is it important for like the actual movement in the car? Probably not. Glad the oil is staying where it needs to be. Yeah. So we're just gonna put some grease on these splines so that in the future when I have to pull this back out, hopefully it's not like welded in there. The first time that I took these guys off, when I was replacing what did I say I was replacing? Transfer case, excuse me. When I was replacing the transfer case, like these were, because this is a 2010, that I did that in like 22, so I guess it's been like 12 years, and it was the factory axles, and yeah, absolutely was a giant pain in the butt getting these off because they were just like rusted solid on there. So gonna try and prevent that from happening again. And get a sip of the tea that Raylan made me. What's causing them to wear so often? I'll be honest with you. So, this is my professional assessment of this. The parts are cheap. Like they're not inexpensive. They're cheap. All right. So I don't know. I'm gonna look up the numbers on this at some point and figure out like what brand this actually is. I kind of have a feeling that it's the exact same brand, or probably came from the exact same factory as this one came from. Just looking at the construction on the two and how they're put together, it has the same clamps. The shaft is ground in the exact same way, that sort of stuff. But yeah, the real answer is that I spent, and I'm sure the people who put this one on, the shop put this on, spent, I think this was like $189, $190, somewhere in there, instead of spending $600. Because I 100% could have gotten a $600 axle for this car that was like guaranteed for life and everything like that, and is made from like it's effectively like a genuine Mercedes part. However, realistically, if this lasts, because this probably would have lasted another year, so if I can get 3-4 years out of this, that means for this one I can get 12 years out of buying these than I can for the good one, right? And I don't hate doing this. Like I don't hate swapping these out. So realistically, it's not that big of a deal to me. So yeah, that's realistically why, is because these are the cheapest ones you can realistically buy, as opposed to spending just 3 times as much on them and getting brands that'll last. So were this something like in the engine, like if I was having to drop the oil pan or something like that, yes, I would spend the extra, $400 and get the high quality part. But since this is like an axle that realistically, if I wasn't talking so much, I could get done in an hour. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about it. And it also gives me an opportunity, like right now, to check everything to make sure that the brakes are still good, to like look and make sure our wheel seals are good. So it gives me a chance to get under there and like identified an oil leak that I don't know where it's coming from. So yeah, yes, we 100% had other things going on. So I am not super upset by this, but I will also point out, just so you know, I don't know if you know this, the other side, the other axle, I did spend $600 on, right? So that one is guaranteed for life, because the other side, that's where the transfer case is. That one is a complete and utter pain in the ass to get out of there. So I bought a genuine Mercedes part for that. So that side should last significantly longer. So, and it better, because the labor on that sucks. I hated doing that one. So, but let's get this guy situated in here. Y'all are just gonna get to watch my legs for a minute, which I'm sure is what y'all came for. Oh, I forgot this has a keep ring on there, and that sucker is rusty. Let's spray some lubricant on that to make our lives a touch easier. Oh, damn it. PV Blaster. Your product is so good. Your spray nozzle is such trash. And let's wipe up that PV Blaster. And it's going to be right where I'm laying. Oh, hey, Dozy. How you doing? All right, let's see. There we go. Amazing what a little lubricant will help you do. So, we have the inside of the shaft on. Hey, Shoe Donkey. She did not do... Okay, I'll tell you what she did. She did not grow up independently wealthy. All right, that's what she did not do. So our old CV axle is leaking oil out the seams because we couldn't afford to spend 3 times as much on the axle. So that's what she did. That's what she did. Because turns out life is so much easier if you're just rich. Solves so many problems. So I've heard, right? That's what people have told me. Do I know these things from personal experience? Absolutely not. But I've heard. Yep. So yes, yes, this is Raywin's fault. Absolutely not mine, right? There we go. All right, let's see if I can do this. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now, look at there. Axled. Right? Stop being poor. Absolutely. So turns out being rich is not just a mindset. Because trust me, I have tried acting rich. It did not go well. Did not work out as well as I would have hoped. All right, cap out. All right, now these things do come with a new bolt. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure why they come with a new bolt, because these are not stretched to yield, right? They're standard bolts, right? Do they have a torque rating? Yes. Do I know what it is? No. Are we just going to ugga-dugga it down? Also yes. Because it's not, once we tighten everything down, it's not going to move much. But the torque spec, not hyper important, because of the fact that it has, the splines will slip, right? So we don't have to be too, you know what? No, we're gonna torque it to spec. Does it really matter? Probably not. Are we gonna do it anyways? Yes. Why? Because honestly, this is going way faster than I expected it to, and I just need to fill out time. All right. Remember, guys, red Loctite lets the next guy know you are thinking about him. So always pay it forward. Use red Loctite on everything. That's all I buy, Chudonkey. I don't think I have ever once bought blue Loctite. And isn't there a green? I don't even remember what the green is. If I could, because I've seen it before, but like never at a time period where I needed to actually buy. All right, let's see if we can figure out what 2010 C300 front axle torque specs. Oh, okay, so it's an anaerobic one. That would make sense. Okay, no, I don't want a video. Torque spec guide. But for what vehicle is this? Yeah. SKF. Oh, that's for what things? Lug bolts. We don't need that. That's not what we're here for. Oh, alright. We are not trusting the AI overview. Like 0% trusting that. Okay, front wheel drive, or excuse me, all wheel drive. Don't need that. What?
Oh, that is such. If this is true, that's such a Mercedes thing. Uh, 160 Newton meters, loosen off to 120, and then add 90 degrees. That, I mean, I understand it makes sense for an axle. I don't think I have. Oh wait, does my torque wrench measure both? Does it have? Ah, it does have Newton meters, because this thing is old. All right, does it? Surely it goes to 120. Yes. I don't feel like 120 is outrageous. Oh, it's creaking. Ooh, I feel like we're getting to the top end here. Because normally I am tightening things to way less than that. What's it? No, it is the proper reading. It looks like, based on what my torque wrench is telling me, it looks like that's about 89 foot-pounds. So again, not tremendous, in all honesty. That's not a lot for an axle. I'm kind of surprised. Actually, no, I'm gonna verify this. I'm gonna find a second source. 9.5 finger segments of snow. Why are you like this? Because that seems low. Okay, here's Pelican Parts. I trust Pelican Parts. Do they have a torque spec here? No, I'm tracking, Judonkey. I'm tracking. Oh, okay, that's rear axle. Never mind. Alright, hang on. Let me... TRQ is normally pretty good. Do they have it in the description? No. Alright. Do they just print it on the video? Because that would be... Wow! Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, that multiple places are confirming that it is 120 Newton meters. Right? And 90. That's much snow. Okay. Alright, well let's that's not the right one. We'll need you later though. Alright. 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 For those of you unaware, sorry, because I do like to explain things in my video. Torque wrench, I'm sure y'all can hear it pop. I don't know, I've got a noise filter on, so maybe y'all didn't. But the way that works is effectively there's like springs in there, don't think too hard about it, and they're calibrated so that when I get to a certain amount of force on it, it makes that noise, it clicks, and then I know I've got it torqued to whatever I I want it to be. So now we need to make another 90. So we're going to increase our torque because I still want to use this giant lever arm. And we're going to try and go another... Oh, all right.
we are, I should probably keep it on there. I'm also kind of curious how much torque another 90 is. Good lord, a lot. All right, we're gonna crank. Oh, and we're spinning. Some of it. Because we have an open diff, so that's going to make life hard. Yeah. All right. We're just spinning the wheel. So the normal solution to that would be to use an impact, because it keeps it from spinning the wheel as much, because it's impact force. Dry January is over. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter how much I weigh in pounds, all right? We're using Newton meters, all right? Completely different, completely different. All right, so now I can solve this issue by putting the brake on, but since we've already spun it so much, I'm not gonna know what 90 degrees is anymore. So we're just gonna do our best. We're gonna guesstimate. So let's depress the brake pedal as best we can. There we go. All right, we have the brake wedged in there. We are solid, and I don't know, I'm gonna go another 60-ish degrees. Again, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have conversions in my chat, Raywin, because there's only one measurement system that's allowed to be used. Oh, we are, what are we at here? 250 Newton meters. I don't know how high this thing goes, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never used it this high. All right, we're gonna put it at 300 Newton meters and see if we hit it, which is like 220 foot-pounds, for those of you keeping track at home. All right. I'm gonna call it. We're gonna say that's torqued, because we went to 120, we went maybe another 60 degrees, and I don't want to keep going. Again, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything, but the only thing that would happen, and it shouldn't be because of the way it's machined, but it could put too much pressure on the wheel bearing, and I do want to avoid that. So we're gonna leave it there. Hit your breaker bar. No, that's why I was using the torque wrench for that, so that I could get an idea of how much torque we were actually putting on there. Because if we're at 300 Newton meters, I am pretty comfortable that that's sufficient. Oh, and the brakes are still brakes. I know. But yeah, I'm content with that. Again, I don't want to go any higher than that, because I don't want to squeeze the life out of the the wheel bearings. So yeah, we're gonna call that good. and go ahead and tighten some things up here. All right. Get over the line. Oh yeah, I remember why I had this axle replaced. So I don't think I was even streaming at this point. But the reason I didn't replace this myself is because I got mono and nearly died. And I'm not exaggerating with that. Like you can ask Wayward. I legitimately almost died because I kept getting misdiagnosed. So yeah, that's why. That's. I was kind of thinking. I'm like, man, I don't think I would have gotten them to do that. I don't think I would have gotten them to replace this axle. But then I remembered. I'm like, yes, I would have. What is that? We can get the hell out of it. Safety, honey. Oh God, that would kill me. All right. Well, this has gone honestly much easier than I expected. Because I was expecting something to go wrong, so I was expecting this to take way longer. Of course, now that I've said it out loud, I'm going to set it down, and then something is going to go wrong. I'm confident of that. Good. Yep, and these are torqued to spec, by the way, in case you're wondering. Spec is like 4 Ugadugs, if I remember right. All right, there we go. Let's set it down. Oh yeah, sorry Chidonkey, I'm not doing song requests today because I am dual streaming, restreaming, whatever the word would be, on YouTube as well. And so I didn't have time to look into how to prevent like YouTube from giving me like a copyright strike. So yeah, there's no song requests tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. So I'm doing it as a test because I've been trying to upload more on the YouTubes. I've been super inconsistent with it and will continue to be. But I'm trying to see, like, I don't know how YouTube Live works, and so I wanted to do a YouTube Live and see how it reacts compared to Twitch. So that's kind of what I'm doing. This is more of an experiment than anything. So, but y'all hang out here. I'm going to back the car out, make sure it doesn't make any funny noises, and then I guess we'll be done. So let's put the wacky laptop in a safe place. Safer place. I will find it with my phone again. Wait, you don't. I mean, I'll post the link in chat if you want. Oh, alright, well, never mind. It's gonna ask me to log in first, because apparently I'm not logged in on this computer. Oh, enter the code texted to me. Gosh, so needy. Right. It is not. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna back the car out. I'm gonna drive it like literally around the yard, make sure it's not making any funny noises, and if it's not, I think that's streamed. So y'all wait here. Be safe. Don't be afraid without me. Raylan, look after them. It seems to work. So, look at that sweet motorcycle back there. Yeah, I need to get it together because that one without the tank and everything like that is also Austin's. And so I've got to get it together so that once the El Camino is together, I can just put it in the back of the El Camino and then he's responsible for both of them. Oh, that reminds me, I'm supposed to go to the junkyard tomorrow. Look for donor vehicles. Look for, oh, and let's, here. We're we're in cleanup phase at this point. Because I didn't plan anything else for this stream. I really thought that was gonna take me a full 2 hours. So, again, I'm not complaining. I'm not upset about that. Yeah. So, now, again, this thing is effectively trash. Am I going to keep it on the shelf for like a year and a half or something like that until I finally decide that it's not worth holding on to in case of an emergency? Yeah, probably so. But it's effectively trash, but we're going to hang on to it just in case. If for some weird reason, like that one fails in the next 30 days or something like that, we'll at least have one that we can put on there and get to and from work for a couple of days while I get it warrantied. So that's really the main reason, is in case I need to warranty that one, I'll have one I can put on there just in case. So if I have to warranty that one, I will be a little pissed. But oh hey, well, you know, it had a manual. Just reboot it. Okay, so there's a lot of opinions out there on rebooting CV axles. This one, I think could probably be rebooted. This is all right. So this is my distinction. This is when I'll say when, no, it's not leaking anywhere else. It's just leaking from that one end of the dust seal required for some 2004 applications only. Interesting. I wonder if it has a use a lift kit that has the right brackets. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're not doing that. Wait, does it have any torque specs in here? Oh, it does have the warranty information. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to the boot thing here in a second, I swear. Vibrations on tight turns, technical service bulletin. Wow, there's a lot of technical service bulletins here for a part that's supposed to be a direct fit. Just saying. Anywho. All right, anyways, sorry. Yeah, so for this one, because it basically at the end of the boot where that band is, the band wasn't clamping tight enough. Either that, because rubber does not like oil and grease and it expands and cracks. And so what I'm assuming happened, either that rubber is degraded or that band was never tight enough to begin with, and so it started weeping out the end. In that case, I think you can reboot it and be okay. I think that you could. If the boot is torn, which is mostly how they fail, right? On like, because they've got that like accordion look on them. If that's torn, absolutely do not reboot it. Like that is my opinion on that, is that if you're rebooting a torn one, like you're gonna spend a lot of time and effort for minimal gain, because the problem with that is, yes, you can take the old boot off, you can clean it out, you can put fresh grease in there, but you have already contaminated those joints. You have already, for however many miles, maybe, I guess, I don't know, if you catch it like in the first mile after it's broken, you might be okay. But you've effectively had sand and grit and whatever inside of there spinning, you know, hundreds of thousands of times against all that metal, and you have already pitted and ground and done all that metal. So yes, can you reboot it? Absolutely. Will you get significantly more life out of it? I mean, maybe if you catch it early enough, right? It won't have ground so much that it has slop in it. Because one of the things, like with front CV axles that you'll notice is if you cut real hard to one side, you know, you'll hear it like click, or even like when they get real worn, when you try to accelerate, there'll be a little bit of delay and then they'll click and hit, right? So it is I once the boot's torn, I say go ahead, just get a new axle, right? It is not worth the time and effort to try and reboot it, in my opinion. Again, you can disagree with me, you know, do your own thing. It's okay on low mile stuff. On side by sides, yeah. Corn Gang, unknown user in 8R. What? Do your own thing. No, absolutely. Because well, and that's actually a good point. That is a fair thing. Do your own thing, because realistically, if it is something that's not like your commute is like 5 miles or something like that, it's just far enough that you don't want to walk it, kind of thing. Absolutely, you can reboot it. It'll probably last you 10 years or whatever. It's not a huge deal. If like where we are, where it's like 25 miles one way to town, I'm not gonna spend the time to reboot it and anything like that, because the amount of miles we're putting on a vehicle in a month does not justify it, right? It doesn't make any sense to reboot it and only have it last like another year or whatever, and then I'm replacing the axle anyway, right? So it is absolutely, if you have more time than money, it's far cheaper to reboot them. So if you're in a pinch financially and you just want to reboot it, absolutely, it is your own call. It is whatever makes sense in your situation. I think in general, if you have the time and the money, if the boot's torn, replace the axle completely. That's my opinion. Again, you may not have the money, but you've got the time, go ahead and reboot it, right? But if the boot's torn, you've already contaminated that CV axle. It's no longer, the C is going to be gone from the CV part of it. So, is it worth it to reboot it? Got to make that decision on your own. If you're going to reboot it, have lots of rags. I do not like rebooting an axle. I've done it before. I don't like it. So, yeah. How in the world was this packaged? Oh, I see. I opened it incorrectly the first time. But yeah, do what works for your. Yeah, we're not gonna worry too much about this. Do what works for your situation, for your financial needs, all that sort of stuff. And as long as you understand the risks of what's going on, as long as you understand why like rebooting may not last as long, and you accept that, hey, everyone has a different risk appetite. Everyone is willing to take different risks. So by all means, do what works for you. All right, let's put this on ye old parts shelf. Be right back. I'm not gonna lie, having an office like with shelves and everything that I can lock and not have anyone go in and mess with, stellar. Recommended to everyone. So, anywho, I have yapped for like 30 minutes at this point. We fixed the car, and then I've just been yapping for 30 minutes. So I appreciate y'all sticking through that. But that's probably going to be it for stream. We are we're going to go ahead. It's good info. I try to give good info, good advice. But at the same time, like, if you disagree with me, like that's A-okay. Because I'm not gonna pretend like I am 100% right. Like, there's absolutely things that I have been wrong about. There's absolutely stuff where people are like, oh, it works like this. I'm like, no, it absolutely doesn't. And they're like, yeah, they changed that. Like, for instance, refrigerant. I did not know that, like, what is it? Oh, 123 ZF versus YZ or something like that is the new refrigerant that's in all the cars. I had no idea that existed. It's been in new vehicles for like 2 or 3 years now. I had no idea why, because I don't ever work on new vehicles, right? So absolutely, I try and give good advice. But if you think I'm wrong, please let me know. Let me and what's for supper? That's actually a great question. What are we doing for supper? Let's see. Oh, I think Rachel is making like tuna burgers. Is I think what's going on. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Yeah. If you think I'm wrong, please let me know. Please give me a resource if you do think I'm wrong, though, because like I do want to learn. I do want to do that, and like trust me, bro, is not necessarily helpful. All right. Oh yeah. And this is fun. It was on sale, so I now have a 1/4-inch impact driver. Oh, y'all are over here. I have a 1/4-inch impact driver. It's gonna be bomb though. There's harissa in it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Dozy update. So for those of you who know Dozy, that is our dog. She is an old girl. She is a month away from being 16. So still haven't taught her to drive yet, so that's on me, right? She's going to have multiple vehicles, available to her in a month, but I still haven't taught her to drive, so unfortunately, she's still not going to be driving, even when she turns 16. Anyways, yeah, so what happened there, I was hoping you would say something you wouldn't have to type it, yeah. What happened there, we're pretty sure she got into something and ate something that she wasn't supposed to. We don't think it was like, we don't think she got into like ate a plastic bag or anything like that, but we just think that she found some food somewhere, like in a trash can or wherever, right? And what ended up happening is Sunday night, her stomach got real bloated. And if you're not familiar with that, in animals, well, I guess it's possible in humans as well, if they're real bloated and they can't clear the gas fast enough, you can, like, the stomach can flip, like twist a gut is what, like, flipping the stomach, twisting a gut. And so I ended up taking her to the ER. We had to have her fast for, almost 36 hours. I guess she wasn't allowed to eat. And we just kind of monitored her and slowly started giving her like small little meals, very bland meals. Yeah, she was not happy about it. I was not either, because I felt so bad, because like for like the first 18 hours, 24-ish hours, she couldn't even have water. Like they didn't even want her having water. They gave her an IV because they're like, we need to keep her hydrated. So when I took her to the ER, they gave her an IV, but they're like, bring her back in the morning, but don't let her have any water. And I felt so bad because when we got home, she immediately came in the house and went to where her water bowl should be and was like, where is my water bowl? Like, what have you done to me? Where's my water? So, oh, and I just realized I'm cutting off the top of my head. Anyways, so yeah, but she is at this point, she's pretty well back to normal. She's feeling good, everything like that. She, I guess yesterday, basically went back to eating normal portions of meals. So she's back to having, effectively being allowed to get full on a meal at this point. Yeah, absolutely. I was honestly pretty convinced that she was not going to make it. Like, to the extent that as I was getting stuff ready to take her to the ER, like I sent a message to my parents and I'm like, hey, if y'all want to say goodbye to Dozy, like now's the time, because I was like, I was convinced, I'm like, she is not coming home from the ER, right? So it was a rough couple of nights, but she's pretty well back to normal. She, when I left the vet that next morning, they gave me like sample bland food, like digestive health type food for dogs. And they gave me several cans of dog food. This like beef stew flavored wet dog food, right? Dosie's never had wet dog food in her life. Her life is forever changed now. She loves wet dog food. And so we're like, well, Dozie just got more expensive to take care of because now she's getting wet dog food, which is fine. She's an old girl. She gets spoiled. That's fine. But yeah, that's the update on Dozie. And wet food makes the world go round, absolutely. So yeah, that's in T-Bagger. That's why I was saying, like, I don't know if you saw that message where on Monday I was like, I'm working from the lobby of the animal hospital. So I took a lot of those meetings. I was sitting on the bench outside the animal hospital using their Wi-Fi to work. So because I mean I was there all said and done between Sunday night and Monday morning. I was probably at the ER, the doggy ER, for 11 or 12 hours. Like, it was a very long day. And then it was a very long day. So yeah. Oh yeah. You've got animals that do the same thing for sure. But yeah, so Dosie's feeling better. We're being a little more cautious about making sure that she can't get into things that she shouldn't be. Again, I still don't know where exactly she got into something. Who knows? Like, because, during the day, she's kind of allowed to do what she wants because she's old enough that she doesn't roam. So who knows if she decided to go next door and like eat a 2x4 or something. I don't know. Right. But I'm trying to keep a little bit more of an eye on her with that sort of stuff. But yeah, no lingering effects as far as I can tell. Her paw was sore from the IV, but she's getting around pretty good now. So yeah, Dosie's effectively better, right? Dozie is okay, which is the important thing. So, anywho, let's get y'all back, and I'm not gonna be able to see chat for a sec because I'm gonna make it easier for myself to carry everything. Oh, I didn't shut the door. And y'all are like looking up my nose. I apologize. I'll next time I'll make sure to trim my nose hairs. Okay. Part on the part shelf. New part on the car. Oh, did I ever transition all to wide angle? Or y'all still, no, I never transitioned all, whoops. Oh, well, it's fine. No wonder it looked weird under the car. You guys have, winter is over, Chew Donkey. We are weeks past winter, all right? Bugs in the winter. Oops. All right. Okay. So that's going to be it. We may do a stream tomorrow. It would be an indoor stream because I'm installing Shelly relays in the house. So yeah, possible to do a stream tomorrow. Don't know how it's going to work because I have to turn off like outlets in the house, and so it may not work out. But we still have chances of snow in May. Bro, people should not be living there. Anyway, but yeah. So tomorrow afternoon, may stream putting in the Shelly relays. Otherwise, we will be streaming again on Sunday, working on the El Camino, replacing the ball joints. So it's going to be more front end work. It's going to be worse front end work, but hey, more front end work. Need to get you doing arc raiders with Sleepy. I mean, that would be fun, but probably not tonight. I'm probably going to go in and, I don't know, me and Raywin will have some dinner, watch a movie, and then go unconscious and hallucinate for several hours. and then not remember any of it. It's called dreaming. Anyways, that's all for tonight. We're gonna wrap up. I appreciate everyone. Yeah, I'll find us a movie. Appreciate everyone stopping in. Whether you're a YouTuber or Twitcher or whatever. Anyways, the YouTube thing, we'll figure out how it goes. And we may go on from there. Anyways, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, bye. I don't know. Bye. Be better people. Inspiring sayings, right? I don't know.